Recording in progress.
So if you're going to be watching this on the recording, on the replay, welcome. I really invite you to take a moment and just put away all distractions. Put away all need to be anywhere but here right now and just let yourself arrive in this space. We are collecting all the words that weave us together here, all of the feelings that are present. We're getting a lot of love, a lot of trust, resilience, unity, togetherness, compassion, surrendering to what is, awe, renewal, beauty, community, heart, courage, rebirth. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with us. For those of you that I'm just meeting now, my name is Azria, and I am the co-founding steward at Kavana. And up until not too long ago, Kavana was described as a 30-acre retreat center and learning institute on the Pacific coast of Mexico. And as of a couple of days ago, that might be changing. We don't know exactly what we are, but we know that we are a space for community and transformation and radical, authentic connection with self and with other and with life. And so this is a space where we want to welcome the full spectrum of you, any and all parts of you. And Haley, if you could just stay on top of the waiting room, that would be wonderful as more people are entering. Yeah, we're all going to be relating to this in different ways. And some of us are, as Astrid pointed out so beautifully, already in the like, okay, what's the gift? What's the opportunity? How do we make art? How do we make magic out of this moment? Trusting that there's a why behind this. And then some of us are still in complete shock or numbness or rage or anxiety or complete uncertainty. And so we just collectively want to embrace you wherever you are in this moment, fully. And yeah, I'm going to hand it over to B here, my husband and co-founder, to just share a little bit about the conversations that we've been having here in the last, 36 hours. It's a bit of a blur. And start with just an update on our end, a personal update. And then we'll flow into some facilitated portions, some portions of the call where Astrid will be leading us. We also have one of our dear sisters, Lucy, here, who's also an incredible facilitator, and will be sharing some of her codes. So yeah, handing it to you, B.
Yeah, thank you. I guess I'll start by clarifying. You said, I don't want any misunderstandings, but you started the conversation by saying the description that's on our website that we're a 38-acre retreat center on the Pacific coast of Mexico. And you said that might change. I want to clarify, the Mexico part isn't changing. Our description feels limiting, and it'll be more than just Mexico. So I want to just clarify that. So as many of you know, Azri and I lost our home on the 7th a few days ago, and been in a whirlwind of um, feelings, and didn't expect to get choked up. And really just thinking about how we want to show up as an organization, how we want to show up as individuals. Yeah, and I feel like we've been talking about how we want to show up. Do we want to leave LA? And so many offers. We have such a beautiful community to go to these beautiful places: Tahoe, Mammoth, Colorado, and really just feeling deeply inspired to stay and be part of the solution and the rebuilding, and how we want to show up as an organization. And so we believe that, we have a chapter in our book that says the dimension that exists beyond problems. And that's really cute to say when things are going well. But when things are really tough, Um, that's really when you get the opportunity to grow. And when I think about my life and the times that I've had the biggest growth that have caused the spiritual awakenings, the massive pivots in my life, they've been in my rock bottom moments. And so I'm showing up in this moment with deep curiosity about how I and we can show up in this moment and how our organization might want to adapt and pivot and meet the moment and be here for the community in LA. And so we are here, and this is the first of many calls and many offerings that we're going to be putting out in the world. And we're in a in a moment of distress, and also in a moment where we have a lot to give. And so we feel deeply inspired and excited to show up and to create an alliance of other. There's so many humans in on this call and outside of this call that really want to give. And so, how can we be a place of convergence as an organization for the people that want to share their blessings with the world and yeah, and be of support. So thank you for all the love and all the messages. And yeah, I'll hand it over to the team.
Thank you, B. Um, for a while, I had no words or very few words. And there's a quote that I love that Astrid has shared with us that I want to mention today, which is Rainer Marie Rilke quote. And the quote is, "The dust on your forehead is the crown you have been looking for." And so, in the last year or so, uh, the word reverence has been coming up a lot for us internally in our personal journey. And some of you know that we purchased our home in Malibu in 2019, shortly after we met, and almost immediately started planning a pretty significant remodel of the space. We wanted to turn it into the most epic sanctuary and space for transformation that it could be. So we prepared for about 2 years, a massive remodel, and then we moved out and we moved into an Airstream on the land and lived in the Airstream for 2.5 years. Benjamin had a suitcase out of the back of his trunk, and I had 2 drawers in the Airstream, and the house went through this massive, massive transformation and came out the other side in the spring of this, well, no, last year. Uh, just stunning. And at the same time, we knew that it felt like life was pulling us down to Mexico to really commit to the project there. And so we went through this process of detaching from the space and really letting it go, and then actually listing it for sale. And it's such a surreal feeling because in a way I feel like life has prepared us for this moment. One, not having a lot of belongings, just being with the bare minimum. Like we've been doing that actually for a while now. And the beauty is that we're able to connect to the knowing that we don't actually need that much. And so the future of our space is uncertain. But one thing I want to share that is personally feels really good to me is we did receive some photos. We haven't been able to go back, but we did receive some photos. One of our neighbors, his son is in the fire brigade, and he was able to take a few pictures of the land. And even though the house is completely gone, all the trees, which is one of my favorite parts of the property, seem to still be standing. So our massive, massive eucalyptus trees that are all around, so far from what we can tell, look to be largely intact, which is incredible. And so we don't know what the future holds for the space. We're in the exploration, but I just wanted to share that. Um, Maybe there's a way that we can reactivate the space in a completely new configuration. We have no idea. Um, yeah, so that's just a personal sharing, and I guess the invitation on this call and in the following days and weeks is for me personally, the mantra that I'm working with is, and this too. Like in my capacity to feel all of it and to embrace all of it and to love all of it, I feel that I'm being stretched into including this too. And we are so resilient, truly. We are designed to be able to alchemize emotion at the deepest level. And so, those of us who are willing to do that and willing to feel the feelings that are coming with this moment are giving a gift to all of those that maybe don't have the capacity, don't have the tools, don't have the safety to be able to allow the waves of emotion to move through their nervous system. So, as we invite you today into feeling together, and maybe that's easy for you, maybe that feels really impossible. We just really want you to feel safe to choose what's right for you and to move at your own pace and to know there is no right way. Um, and just to continue to, if it feels right for you, to play with this mantra, like, can I include this too? This part of me, this frozen part of me, this terrified part of me, this part of me that's feeling already inspiration for what can come from the fertile soil of the ash that's left behind, like the full spectrum. That's what Kavana stands for. And that's what we are in relentless devotion toward, the full spectrum aliveness. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to hand it over to Astrid. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really feeling you all.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'd like to start just sending my love to each one of you from heart to heart. My gratitude that you're alive, that you're breathing, and that you can choose to be in such a call. And that's a privilege. So thank you. um, Today, I've been thinking of and feeling more than thinking what would be the best thing to share about grief. And just to give you some feedback, I've been investigating grief beyond the traditional ways, and all like these 5 steps of grief were never like enough for me, as I've been working in different situations of grief, from torture to catastrophes to different losses, and the beauty behind that, and being with people going through loss in different ways, and investigating like the ancient intelligence of grief and the different rituals that are done throughout the world. And I stumble upon some African collective rituals of grief, which I've been adapting over the years. And I'm looking forward to share that in person in the near future in LA, so that we can find a space where we can do this work together. And it's just one of the most profound experiences I've had in my life is through these ceremonies of collective grief, and then just allowing ourselves to feel together and to witness each other. And one of the things that I'd like to invite you, whether you are away and feeling the shock from afar, or if you're standing in the ashes of your loss, no matter where it is that you are, is one of the things that we're longing through grief is to be witnessed. So make sure you share, make sure you have somebody, find somebody, and lots of people are there. And if you don't have anybody, we're here for you. And that's why we want to create that space to share, to cry looking into somebody else's eyes, to share what you're feeling, and to allow yourself to do maybe what you've never done before, maybe for the first time, to be witnessed. And that's one of the greatest medicines that we can access through times of loss and grief. And so I don't want to give a talk about this today. I just wanted to give you context that this is something that I'm very passionate about, and I've been witnessing, and I've been readapting many of those rituals for our Western lives. And so, yes, and I'm so grateful that we have access to those. And today I'd like to invite you in a journey. So I was thinking, what can we do today? And I'm going to invite you to do a journey called the River of Life. so that we can connect with water. What is needed today? It's water, is to feel, right? We had a tsunami of fire and wind, and this, it's um, all this light, all this force that is forcing us to bring light into something. And now let's bring the water in. So let's just bring the joy of water. And I invite you to find a comfortable position to sit where you are, to go into this journey. And yeah, just find a comfortable position. Find a place where you can relax your spine. You can close your eyes and start bringing your awareness to your breath. And imagine your breath going through your spine. Inhaling deep and exhaling in a deep relaxation. Allowing your breath to move through you. And let's take about a minute of deep breathing to happen, and just allowing whatever comes through as you breathe. And allow your ribs to expand as you breathe in. And allow your exhalation to really fall all the way when you exhale. Just allow your breathing to be as deep as possible. Yeah. And with each inhalation, bringing your presence to this moment. Yes, beautiful. And now with each inhalation, I invite you to start calling the power of water. Feeling the water around you and inside you. Inside you as your bloodstream, and outside you as a river of your life. Yes, calling in the water, calling in the river, calling in the current of life in the form of water. And I invite you to imagine your life as a river, the force of your life as a river. Yes, your life is a river. This river represents your life. It carries moments, feelings, experiences, relationships, everything you've experienced before. So let's allow all your life before this moment just to be aware of that river, all that movement. Yes. And feel the present moment of this river. And now just sit next to this river in this moment. And although it seems like a stillness, it's moving. It's moving. The river of life is moving, and this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And right now, feeling this moment, this present, all of those emotions of this moment. And the river also moves to the future, past, present, and future. Just feel the past, the present, and the future in this river. And this river brings all the wisdom and all the nourishment that you need. I invite you to bring your hands as if you can touch the water with your hands. Touch the water with your hands. And if you're not good in visualization, or if that's difficult for you, just allow yourself to feel this moment, to feel yourself alive. Just the fact that you're alive, you're in the middle of movement. If you're able to visualize the river and put your hands in the water, allow the water to touch you. You are part of life, and life is movement. Life is movement, and it's moving through you and around you in ways that sometimes we don't understand. But it's made of love. It comes from love. It is made of love, and it's going back to love. And allow your hands to touch deeper this water, and let the water come in to you. Just allowing yourself to be in this moment with whatever feeling is there now. And know that this feeling is movement as well. Every emotion, every feeling is a movement that is going through you. Just feel that and go back to your breath. Yes. And taking in from the river what the river is giving you as a gift as well. Yes. Staying connected with this river. And I'd like to, I know this is right in the middle of it, Lucy, but I'd like to invite you at this special moment to connect us with what you shared before, the feeling and the need, and maybe this is a good moment just for us to do one full experience together.
Absolutely. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Mhm.
So we're going to do a Tonglen practice right now, sort of following this beautiful waterfall that brought us into this moment. Just feeling yourself connected to the seat, to this safe place that you're sitting. Continuing to feel the breath moving through you. And allowing yourself to connect with your own witness consciousness, inviting yourself to open your inner eyes and to listen with your inner ears. Noticing that even in these moments of so much uncertainty, that there is a part of us that we can always access, a part of us that is still and available, even now. Continuing to breathe as you feel yourself rooted, breathing in, letting it out. See if you can do a little louder, breathing in, and let it go with an audible exhale. And allowing yourself to connect to this wise being within yourself, to take yourself through a journey where you can allow each of the feelings that have been rippling through you to be met and to be felt. And you can begin by maybe placing your hand on your heart and just asking yourself the question, what do you feel, sweetheart? What do you feel in this moment? And as the answer comes, just mirroring back to yourself, I'm feeling sad. And asking yourself again, what do you feel? Perhaps you're feeling numb, just honoring that. What do you feel, sweetheart? Perhaps you're feeling anger. Perhaps you're feeling deep uncertainty. And for each feeling, just breathing in what is true in this moment, and holding it from this deep reserve of strength and consciousness that you always have access to. Breathing the emotion in. And as you exhale, begin to connect your spirit to all the other beings on this call. Just making space to feel that you are held in this collective community. Making space for all of the feelings to be present. Keeping that hand on your heart. And then just taking a moment of gratitude to honor the beauty and courage of Ben and Azria to make this space for all of us in the moment of such utter hardship and uncertainty, just to allow that love in, allow that gratitude in. And even as you're feeling overwhelm or anger or numb, uncertainty and fear, just mirroring back to yourself, allowing each of those feelings to be present. Breathing it in, breathing it out. Connecting even broader than this circle to all of the people who are in the path of fire in this moment. Breathing in that feeling that you're having and connecting to everyone on this planet who is having that similar feeling right now. Taking a moment to take in the animals, the beautiful plants, the scorched earth, just staying connected to that place of witness consciousness, of sanctuary and safety, as you feel your aperture expanding to feel everything that has happened and everything that is yet to come. Just allowing it all to move in and through. What do you feel, sweetheart? Taking a moment to connect to all of the first responders, the people on the front line. They're risking their lives. Just allowing your heart to take in these protectors. The doctors, the nurses, the people who are cleaning, the workers at the emergency shelters. Just allowing your consciousness to expand to all of this activity. And coming back to that sense of gratitude for the small and large acts of courage that are unfolding at this very moment, in every moment. Breathing it in, breathing it out. And then connecting to your needs and asking yourself this question: what do you need? Just listen closely to your response and mirror it back, whether you can deliver yourself your needs or not, just naming them. What do you need, sweetheart? Maybe you need safety. Just mirroring it back. I need safety. What do you need? Maybe you need support like this community call. Maybe you need to feel not alone. What do you need, sweetheart? Maybe you need justice. Okay, maybe you need answers. Maybe you need reassurance. Maybe you need to be heard. Maybe you need to listen. Maybe you need another perspective. Just asking yourself this question and naming it for yourself. What do I need in this moment? How can I resource myself? And just validating your needs as worthy of your full attention. No need is too big. No need is too small. And just continuing to ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? And mirroring it back to yourself. Coming back to your breath, coming back to your seat held here. Just taking this moment to let your body downregulate, to know that in this moment you are safe. In this moment you are held. In this moment and each moment forward, you will have access to that place of witness consciousness, that still point in the center, that place where the river of life flows through you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mm. Thank you, Lucy. I invite you to come a little closer to the screen and to look in around the cameras to all the humans that are here, just to connect with each other. It's such a magical thing to have these cameras. And there's something I want you to remember. It is okay to feel what you feel. You have the right to feel what you feel, whatever that is. And with that feeling, just connect that we're all feeling here. And that is the water. All of these feelings that we're having is the calling of the water that is needed in a collective way. Just look around these faces. And you can move from one screen to the other. I know not everyone is having their cameras on, but let's just have that moment of feeling each other through these faces and these eyes. We all have a feeling. And although we cannot hear each other, I invite you to say that feeling out loud right now. So we can see our mouth moving and we can say it. My feeling right now is hope. We can repeat it. Say it again. Anger. I see so many feelings, the full spectrum. I'm so grateful that you can feel. And now, just to continue what Lucy guided us in such a beautiful way, what is your need? What is it that you need? What is the need behind that feeling? Try to find that. Let's just anchor this in a deeper way now. What is the need? What is the need? And let's say it out loud, although we cannot hear everybody. Let's just say your need right now. My need is to just create a big embrace, like just to embrace everybody. That's my need. What is your need? And maybe your need is to express your anger. It doesn't matter. For all of us, it's different. We're all in different places. And it's okay. It's okay to feel what you feel, and it's okay to need what you need. Okay, let's say it again. Let's inhale. Let's say our need out loud, right where you are. Embrace you all. Yeah. Mhm.
And beautiful to see some of the people putting it in the chat as well.
Yes, yes. That's beautiful. Thank you. We need connection, building a beautiful world. Yes, the medicine of feeling, the medicine of water, the medicine of the river of life, to allow ourselves to feel fully, fully the full spectrum of feelings. And maybe today is anger and tomorrow is to be on our knees, and only like what you brought, Asria, in the beginning of this call, which to me, the dust on my forehead is the crown that I've been looking for my whole life. It's sometimes life needs to bring us to our knees as a collective, as just for us to really stop and see and feel and rebuild and reconnect and do it again. And this is life as humans on earth. And let's be angered together. Let's be sad together. Let's be hopeful together. Let's be all of those feelings together. And let's need what we need. I invite you to take a moment now to feel, what can you do as an adult to give yourself that which you need? What can you do as an adult? And let's bring it to one little step, like in the present. Maybe you need a beautiful world. Wait, maybe we need to build a new world. Maybe that's your need. Okay, that's great. What can be your first step for that beautiful world? Maybe you need to be held and you're alone. What can you do to call somebody so that you can be held? How can you make that happen? If you need to listen, how can you create a space for those to share with you? If you need to embrace, if you need to be present, all of those things that you're sharing, what is your first step, your next step to do that? If you have a pen and paper, write that down. If you have your phone, write it on your phone. Write down that first action that you need to give yourself that which you need. And this is something that we need to hold on to through collective loss and through anger of what is happening to us as humanity right now. It's not only the residents of an area, to hold on to that which we can actually do, to give ourselves what we need, to take the full responsibility for that. And if we cannot give that to ourselves directly, to find those that can do it for us. Be saying to Savior, the beauty of what is. This is one of the principles we have at Kavanagh. We've been talking about them for so long. And what is what is. And this is what is. And there's a reason why we've been, I don't know if chosen, I have no idea. I really relate with life as a mystery. And I am humbled by that. That's very personal. But what is what is. And how can I be present with this? With that anger, whatever that is. Yes. So write that down. If you haven't finished, write it down. If you don't have a refrigerator anymore, put it in your pocket. If you have a phone, write it there. And somebody said, protective energy to our home in the Palisades. We'd appreciate it. Beautiful. That's where I wanted to invite all of us right now to do a collective intention. Now that we have a clear next step for us, I invite us to all have a clear step of sending a blessing to everybody right now, and where the fires are still happening. If we can send this river of life, this river of water, this river of balance for the fire, and an intention for all of those forces of life to protect, especially to protect ourselves and those in danger, especially from not being able to surrender to what is, and to protect the homes that can still be protected, and especially to protect everyone so that we have no casualties, to protect everybody's lives and everybody's hearts and everybody's inner space to embrace what is, sending that force to other humans so that we can remember so that we can remember that we are capable with our destiny, so that we can remember that we are capable to do this, to go through this together. And let's bring that back to our hearts. We put our hands on our chest. So I can remember that I'm capable with my destiny. I am capable to feel this, whatever this is. Yes, I am. My heart is big enough for this. And just feel your heart, how big your heart is. It's bigger than what we think it is. And it can hold so much more than we many times think we're capable of. Yes. And let's take a moment to just feel that. Feel that heart, and let's bring our awareness back to our breath. Mm. And as we're holding our hearts, let's bring our hands to our tender hearts. And one word that really helps, it's the word yes. To not fight with what is happening, but to say, yes, this is actually happening. And this is actually what I'm feeling. So I invite us to just say, yes, this is what I'm feeling. Inhale, touch your heart and allow it to, and give it a little massage. Oh, this tender heart. Yes. Whatever this yes is. Yes. This is happening. This is what I'm feeling. Yes. Yes. And just feel that. Whatever you're saying yes to, feel it. Just let it be there. Yes, you're here. This is what is here. Yes, this is an exercise that we're going to need to do a lot this next days and weeks and months. Yes, this is what is happening. This is what I'm feeling. Yes. Yes. And if we can bring that to that one word, exactly what is happening and what you're feeling. Acknowledging what is. Let's take a moment to acknowledge a little deeper layer. Yes, and move your body a little bit with this. It's important that we are really in movement to be with that river of life, whatever that movement works for you, maybe expanding or just moving your chest or frowning deeper or just allow a movement with a sound for that. Yes, what are you saying yes to? Yes, keep on allowing that. Yes, that feeling. Like, let's give it space. Let's give it movement. Yes, maybe we can just, especially that chest, maybe we need to massage it or just take that skin and let's do it 30 more seconds. Exaggerate it if you can. Yes. And keep on saying, yes, this is what is. This is what it's happening, actually. This is where we are. Yes. With sadness, with anger, with hope, with whatever is there. Last few seconds. Come on, let's move this. We can do this together. Let's move the river. We're all moving, creating a river, all these drops of movements. We are together in it, creating a movement. You can open your eyes at moments just to see around. Oh my God, we're here together. Each of us is a drop of this river. We can do it. We can be this river that will go back to the sea of love because it is made of love and it comes to love, even now. Yes, yes. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Yes. I invite you to write in the chat, what is that you're saying yes to? Let's just witness what this river is made of. What are you saying yes to? Maybe it's your emotion, maybe it's your needs, maybe it's your, what is it? Aliveness, opening my heart to more love, grace, saying yes, I am able, yes to what is, life, peace, acceptance, life again. What else is there? Support, allowness, surrender, radical happiness. Yes, to be present, to joy, to surrender. Love, 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 grace, humbleness, being in service, truth, acceptance, surrender, trust, resilience, unconditional love, non-attachment, non-understanding. We don't have to understand. Yes to the new birthing, dope art, unconditional love, making dope art, divine will, forgiveness. Wow, so much beauty. All of it, impermanence. Yes to what wants to go, what left, reverence, unity, showing up with more grace, faith, faith. Beautiful. What a river we create together. Thank you. Thank you. Trust. Mm. Paradox. The paradox is everywhere, beloveds. The paradox is everywhere and it's not going away. Embracing the present, faith again, patience and trust. We need a lot of patience, raw, juicy, and vibrant joy, service, and fully allowing love to flow through vision, equanimity. Give thanks to Astrid Lucy for the beautiful medicine. Thank you. Gratitude. Gratitude is my word for this year. Let's give thanks for what is there. Truly, trust again. Trust, one of our principles is trust beyond reason. We don't need to understand it. Death and rebirth, thank you. So important. Regeneration is made of death and endings. We need to learn how to end, how to die, how to complete, how to let go. These are very important lessons.
Very important lessons.
Yes. I think that wanted to be said again. You know, the spirit does it in mysterious ways. We really need to learn how to die. Composting, innovation through authenticity. And authenticity happens by learning how to end the day, how to end relationships, how to end an era. This is the end of an era and the possibility to create something new, but that needs to be ended and completed and found its ending and its good place. One world at the end, healing, messiness. Yes, let's be messy together. Healing traumas. Yes, we are all carrying traumas and we can heal together. It's going to be messy. It's going to be up the hill. It's going to be bumpy, but we can do it together. That I assure you. I've grown up in a country full of catastrophes. I've grown up with them, and solidarity is so beautiful. Doing it together is so beautiful. Yes, yes to saying yes. Thank you. Healing ancestral wounding. Yes to that too. Grateful to be alive at the same time as you all. Oh, thank you. That's child to mind, the meaning of a beautiful word that I love. Child to mind to you all. Being grateful that we exist, that we're alive. Wow, there's a very long one here. Thank you for sharing that. I will read that in a moment. Presence through every moment. Yes, to be present with what is. Say yes to joining the fight against the forces that have created this climate crisis. Thank you for that, John. And I just want to name something, that everything belongs to us. All the forces, we're made of all the forces, all the paradoxes, all that exists within us. And there's no us versus them. It's all of us together. Life is just one thing. Yes to Jess, imprisoning the non-surrendering to yes. Yes. Equality. Yes. Make no enemies. The only conquer, there's, I want to share one more thing. Forgiveness. One of my teachers, who's Rolando Toro, who created the biodanza, he spoke about the daily miracles. And this is something to conquer. And the next few days, how many daily miracles can we conquer? The little things, the thank you that I'm here, feeling the allowance. What are those daily miracles that we can conquer? I invite you to do that. And with that, we're going to start ending for today. We're going to be inviting you all for more. I hope that you're taking gifts for today, from today. And may what you take from today be a little grain of sand in your reality, in your life, in your relationships, in your love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for receiving us. And as Kavana, we're here for you, with us through this, all of us together. And there's many messages in the chat if you want to read them. Thank you. And I'll pass it on to Asria. Muchos, muchos besos para todos.
Thank you. Thank you, Astrid. And I want to invite you guys just to stay on a little longer if you can, just because Astrid did record a song recently that is fresh off the press. In fact, it's not even mixed yet. Um, and it's a beautiful song. It's perfect for this moment. It's one of my favorites of hers. Astrid, maybe you can just briefly share it. It is in Spanish. Astrid is from Chile originally, and so maybe you can just share what the lyrics mean for those that don't speak Spanish. And then I'll just speak a few more words into the space, and then I'd love to just put the song on and let it play. And if you want to jump off, you can. If you want to stay and receive it, the song is not published or out yet in the world. So if this music medicine is something that would be valuable to you in this moment, please feel free to stay on.
So the song, the chorus says, todo pasará, everything shall pass. Esto también pasará, this too shall pass. And then the paragraph says, el agua que corre en el río, the water that flows in the river, the blood that flows in the veins, la sangre que fluye en las venas, el pensamiento que se esfuma, the thoughts that just pass through and then they disappear, the soft kiss of a lover, the crying that comes from the soul, the sweet death of the, what is it before being a butterfly? What's the name? The caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
The flight of the butterfly, everything shall pass, and this too shall pass. And I just finished recording this 2 days ago, like the day before this happened. And so it's still not public, and it's beautiful to share it with you. And I hope it can bring medicine to you. And don't forget that this too shall pass, but we're in it now. So we don't need to accelerate passing through it. We need time, and you have time to feel. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Astrid, and thank you, Lucy, and thank you everyone for being here. And last night, Topanga, which is right next to Malibu, about 80% of our community lives there, all in kind of the same cluster. It's a very lush canyon. And it was so close to just completely going up in flames, the entire thing. And there was a big call for prayer, especially within our community. And a lot of prayers came together for the winds to die down. And we had received predictions that the winds were actually going to increase and get worse over the night. And that didn't happen. And so, who knows? Maybe it's coincidence. Maybe the weather reports didn't know what they were doing, or maybe prayer does work. And that collective intention to salvage this beautiful, beautiful canyon, this beautiful sanctuary space that is home to so many of the healers and the artists and the thought leaders, the conscious beings that are walking this path with so much intention and so much care, that they have a place to come home to with all of their sacred items and their instruments and their art and their magic. And so I just wanted to share that as a reminder that prayer is always working in invisible ways. And we have an invitation for you if you'd like to join our Telegram channel. I started a Telegram channel a few weeks ago, not long ago, with a big intention to call in $100 million to steward towards the mission the larger mission for the community that's being birthed and the town of the future that's being built. And it's interesting because I named the Telegram channel The Inevitable, and I'm relating to that word in a whole new light because many might say that what happened in LA was inevitable. Just the circumstances, of these particular elements coming together, of there not having been a fire for a long time. And so what does it mean to make something inevitable with the limited power of our conscious mind, but also to surrender to the inevitable forces of life that are molding us and shaping us and initiating us into hopefully the most empowered, beautiful, and authentic expression of who we came here to be, and to step into the full expression of our blueprint and our dharma. So I want to invite you to join that space. If you're not in it already, I just sent it here in the chat. You can just click on that and it'll take you straight into the Telegram. And my intention is to continue to share updates in there and just share prayers and love and musings as they come. But just a space for us to stay connected. So I'm going to play the song now. Again, thank you so much for staying on this long and being present for all of this. Really means so much. And as B said, and as Astrid said, we will be in touch with just our new plan. And we are planning to mobilize, and we are planning to pull people together and really create an alliance to hold a strong pillar of light in LA, and to use this as an opportunity to share a new narrative. Los Angeles is one of the epicenters of story, and the stories that originate in LA have been shaping consciousness and culture for many decades. And a lot of those stories are based on a paradigm of separation and extraction. And we get to create a new story now. We have an opportunity. The slate has been wiped clean, and a new story can emerge. And so we are in the process of nailing down what we feel the core pillars and tenets are of that story, and inviting others to shape that story alongside us. So maybe as you listen to the song, you can feel into what that new narrative is for you, for in your personal life, but then also the narrative that you want to share with the people around you, the people that are looking to you for grounding and for support. So with that, I'm going to share the song and we'll close the chat.
El agua que fluye en el río, la sangre que corre en las venas, el viento que sopla en el aire, el pensamiento que se esfuma. Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará. Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará. Todo pasará, todo se lo lleva el viento, todo pasará en el tiempo, solo queda el amor compartido. Trenzada con alas, todo pasará, 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 todo pasará. Esto también pasará. Esto también pasará. Esto también pasará. Esto también pasará. beso tibio de un amante, el llanto que brota del alma, la muerte dulce de la oruga, el vuelo de la mariposa. Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará. Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará. Todo se lo lleva el viento. Todo pasará en el tiempo. Solo queda el amor compartido. La ternura trenzada con alas. Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará. 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 Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo, todo, todo pasará, todo pasará. Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo, todo, todo pasará, todo pasará. Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo, todo, todo pasará, todo pasará. Todo pasará, todo pasará, todo, todo, todo pasará, todo pasará, todo pasará.
Thank you, Astrid. So beautiful. Such a perfect moment for this song. Deep love and gratitude to all of you. Please carry this energy into your day, into your conversations, into your connections. We got this. See you next time. If you want to take yourself off mute for a moment just to say goodbye, we'd love to hear your voice in the space.
Thank you.
Bye.
Much
Love
love.
so much.
Thank
Have fun.
Much
you.
love.
You
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you for
Much
this.
love.
I love y'all.
Gratitude.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Love
Astrid.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Gracias.
Here for you.
So much.
Love.
Thank you. This was beautiful. Sending so much love and blessings.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
You're never alone.
We've got you.
Beautiful
Blessings,
love.
blessings.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Prayers for you all.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Mm.